Dear Dr. Salah, hope you're fine. I I'm calling you from Saudi Arabia. One question. Have you heard, and I'm sure you did, about the uh, Tao teaching, and how does this affect your theory of Atlantis? While it to me, I don't know, does it contradict Atlantis by thinking small and achieving big?
Yes, the Tao teaching is written or first introduced by Lao Tzu. And I have a book in Arabic which is titled Lao Tzu, and the book is Allamat al-Sharq, which means the master of the East, which is Lao Tzu. And he's written what the East would call the verses of the Tao. And I don't see any contradictions because Lao Tzu came after, of course, Atlantis. We're talking about the Atlantis practice and Atlantis philosophy goes back maybe 20,000 years ago. And there is no contradictions. And thinking big and starting small is a very practical life skill, which means think as big as you can, but do something. Start with something very small. The big problem is that when people think tiny and they work big, or when they actually think big and they want to work big. Does it work? It might, but that's not what most people can do and most people can achieve, and that's why they face a lot of failure. So the idea is to think big, but work tiny, work very small. So do small things at a day that will achieve the big. But people, when they look at little things that they do during the day and say, oh, that's too little, I don't want to do this, I'm bigger than this, I'm better than this. And so they never achieve anything. But if you want to reach the big goal, you got to start with very tiny things. Like if somebody wants to start with a health issue, you start with very tiny things, like, for example, watching the water, like, for example, watching your breathing, like, for example, watching your food. Very small exercises. It's not like I go train for 4 hours because I want to lose weight by tomorrow. No, that's how people think big sometimes and work big, and they fail. So you think big, you work tiny. That works with the Tao teaching and with the Atlantis thinking. Thank you for the question.